Welcome back to Matilda's Messes. I'm Matilda, and today I'm going to do a vanity tour. I do have a lot of vintage and antiques on my vanity, and I'll cover that here in a second. And I also have lots and lots of makeup and hair products that are at my vanity. And so let's get started. So on my vanity, I always like to keep a small inspirational book, usually having to do with fashion or makeup or hair. This month I chose just a normal Chanel book by Emma Baxter Wright. It's called The Little Book of Chanel. Next up, I have this lovely little mannequin mini replica of a nice 1940s inspired dress. Next up, I have a little doll head vase. This is an original from the 50s. A lot of the doll vases were actually not glazed on the outside, so she's actually a pretty rare find. She looks like a replication of something 16th century or 17th century from France. She does have a little opening on the top of her head, that's why it's called a doll head vase. And I got the idea to put makeup brushes inside of her, to say, from Dita Von Teese, stating that she loved putting her brushes in that in her Beauty Mark book, which is all about beauty and how she achieves her look. This one is a bit smaller than my other one, so I put all of my smaller brushes in there and my spoolies for my eyebrows and things like that. Up next, this is a vintage replica of a perfume tray. I am currently using it to store or kind of corral all of my other beauty products that I use every single day in. So as you can see, I have my MAC finishing spray, some primers, some of my eye makeup stuff like mascara and eyeliner, and then my regular face primers and foundations are in the back. Up next, I have this little guy who keeps falling over. It's also a vintage replica of a famous Dutch boy portrait. Master Lambton of Lawrence. Okay, so never mind, he's from Lawrence, not Dutch. Here is an unglazed 50s doll head vase. What's unique about her is she actually has these plastic pearls separate from her, so meaning that if you wanted to, you can take them off, but the earrings have the pearls and then the necklace is separate from the actual porcelain. She has a little bigger of a vase and she has this cute little hat on. I'm just going to turn her around with a bow. Just look at that detail on the hair. The only part that's glazed is the inside of the vase and the little rim on the outside to protect it from water, because originally these were made either for fake flowers or for real flowers. But I use it to hold my bigger brushes, slightly bigger. These are all my eye and highlight brushes. And then we go to the other corner where we see this beautiful little vase, I believe from the 60s. It's got these beautiful little roses, handmade. I use these for my really small brushes, like my eyeliner brushes and some of my eyebrow spoolies. And then in the back, I have a bronze pencil holder or vase, but I think most people used it as like a pencil holder. You know, after getting these to put my brushes in, I was like, well, I have all this other bronze. I need something to tie it in. So I got this to tie in everything from the same antique booth as these to put my brushes in. Okay, and now here I have the handheld mirror. As you can see, it's got the lovely rose trim on it, and as you'll see, there's like roses everywhere on my vanity because that's one of my favorite flowers. So this is great for if I want to do up close. It does the up close and it also does the magnifying. Over here I have my little flower lantern light. Super pretty, super cute. It's basically it's redone from Tiffany. And then here's another bronze gem. This is a lipstick and lip liner holder. And then back here is an old Avon perfume bottle that I boiled, and yeah, you can boil glass to get the scent out, to get the old scent out, and I just left it empty and put it on here as a decoration. And then this is just another pretty perfume bottle from L'Occitane that I've kept, and I love the scent, very much tea rose. And up here I have a little pug with a bow tie and then a fancy little crown. I thought he was cute for my vanity. I got him at Hobby Lobby. And then I have another kind of decorative bottle there. It does have perfume in it, but I barely use it. I just love that it has the little antique pump with the fringe on the end. And then this is just another pretty bottle. I found this at like TJ Maxx, I think. It's basically dusting powder. And then on top of my vanity, I have this antique 50s hat pin holder. And I've got all these hat pins. Okay, up here I have my little mink friend. He's got the little clip for a mouth. I got this sign at TJ Maxx. It says, always be classy and fabulous. I thought that just kind of put in the center of my vanity, kind of just pulled everything together. And it's kind of a thing I live by. And then up here I have some cute French design plates, a Limoges plate, and then another French seam plate. And then over here is another bronze style trinket that I have. It carries, and then I have like a little hair fastener and some of my Wilder brooches. If you're not familiar with Wilder, they are an Australian company. It basically covers the top portion of my vanity. Oh, here I have a little collectible perfume bottle. This is a remake of like a vintage version. And then this little glass bird is from New York, and I got that from an antique dealer in New York. But okay, down to the first drawer. This is a very shallow drawer, and I basically just kind of throw my makeup in this one. There is a rhyme and a reason, trust me. This is all my face powders, where they go. This is where I store all my matte liquid lipsticks right now. It's just a little top to a gift box, but I am looking on Amazon at a lippy storage thing that just came out, and I think I'm gonna get it and put it in that rather than have to dig through this for whatever color I want. And then here's where all my sparkly stuff is. And then here's like a little costume jewelry box that I have. This is where I put all my costume jewelry that doesn't need to be hung up, but it kind of fits into the whole bronze theme on top. And then here's where I do all my contour and highlights and my beauty blenders. Here's all my fake eyelashes and tools for them, like the little scissors I use to cut them down with. This is where I have all my everyday use eye palettes and the most used eye palettes, but I need to go through this and put some of them down in the drawer below where they belong. And then I have a little fan here to help me dry out any primer or anything that's still wet on my face so I can get my makeup done on time. And down here in this cabinet, this is where I keep my watches, my extra bobby pins. These are those little elastic rubber bands for hair. And then my flat sparkly ears. Here's where I keep all my eyeshadows, or I'm supposed to keep my eyeshadows. Some of them end up there when they're supposed to be in here. But here's where I put all my little solo colors. And then here's my smaller palettes, some of my other smaller palettes, my bigger palettes, collectible palettes, really. And down here, we don't need to show that for very long. This is just all my costuming stuff, like, you know, cute hair bands, feathers, masks, little purse pouches, you know, laces. So that's just where I put that. And then down here is where I keep all my stuff that I'm currently not using or don't reach for very much. And then this is where I store all of my perfumes. Now, a lot of people like to display them, but I don't have much room on my vanity. So sometimes I'll switch out a bottle from up there, that little octane bottle, for whatever seasonal perfume I like. Like this one's great for fall. It's a rose caramel scent from Victoria's Secret. And then I just have my workout belt in here because, again, I don't have anywhere to put it. And my costuming wigs are in the back. And then here is where I put my little, it's empty right now, but my little travel jewelry pouch or my makeup bags. And then these just kind of have, you know, little trinkets in them that I use once in a while. And that's about it for my vanity tour. Thank you so much for watching Matilda's Messes. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I have much more on my channel.